Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the DC Direct Brightest Day Deadman figure. Of course, this guy's from Series 1 of Brightest Day. I just picked these up. And actually, when I was going to the store, I was planning on getting pretty much everybody except Deadman. I was like, another Deadman. I've already got a really good one from the DC Universe Classics line. But I got there and I didn't. Online, they don't show you he comes with an extra Boston brand head and a Deadman mask. So I was like, those are really what's going to make the figure for me. Plus, he comes with a white lantern and his base, which I think is the first figure to come with a white lantern so far. I don't think the white lantern Flash and Batman actually came with one. But the box is very nice. Of course, it looks like the lantern. It has the white lantern logo in the center. And on the back here, which is kind of hard to see through the packaging, but it has each different color spectrum and the main entity for it. But panning back out here. On the back, you can see the other characters in the way, which were Green Arrow himself, Aquaman, and Hawkgirl. The Brightest Day read-up says, in the best-selling follow-up to Blackest Night, the White Light has resurrected 12 heroes and villains though the exact reasons for their rebirths remain a mystery. Each is destined to play an intricate role in the future of the DC Universe, written by award-winning writer Jeff Johns and Peter J. Tomasi. Brightest Day sets the stage for the next exciting era of the DC Universe. And down here, his reader says, Deadman, Boston Brand is finally discovering the joys of life, but why is he the only returnee with a white lantern ring, and why has it selected him for its ultimate mission? And down here you have Waves 2 and 3, Hawkman, Mara, Martian Manhunter, Firestorm, Series 3, Aqualad, Jade, Hawk, and Dove. So, an awesome looking figure here in the packaging. Let's open this bad boy up. And here we have Deadman out of packaging. Now I've got him with the Boston Brand head attached. Of course, his Deadman sculpt is over here. And he's also got the Deadman mask in his hand. Though that hand is closed like a vice grip. I had to get a knife and like gently pry it open to make sure I didn't pull paint off. And then you have to like cram the mask in there while the hand is pried open. But once it's there, it's going to stay. So no worries about that. Now, as far as detail, they did a pretty good job on his head sculpt. The rest of his costume's really nice, with the exception of, once again, DC Direct has not done a very good job on the ring. There's actually, see how close we can get, there's a lot of red spilling onto the ring, which is unfortunate, but oh well. Of course, the mask looks really nice, and the alternate head is also really nice. So, panning back out here. Oh, and of course your White Lantern, which I guess you've got to make a choice between having him hold the White Lantern and the Deadman mask, which no one really actually had the White Lantern until the end. They all knew where it was, but no one could lift it. So I think I'm just going to put this in the middle of my display and let it sit there. Of course, pulling him off his base, the standard Brightest Day base that all these figures will come with. It's actually very nice. Got the White Lantern logo on it. Now, as far as articulation, I was pleasantly surprised with this figure. The head does a full 360, or at least it would if it wasn't so hindered by the collar. So it's definitely a very nice ball joint. Arms are on a ball socket, go out, do a full 360, spin at the bicep, bend at the elbow, and spin at the wrist. So for a DC Direct, it's actually a lot of articulation in the arm. No admin articulation or waist articulation or anything of that kind, which is surprising as well. Legs go out, bend at the knee, spin at the boot, no ankle joint. So yeah, this figure is kind of a, for DC Direct, there's a lot more articulation than is usually there, but they've also left out some main points that also are usually there. So I don't know, maybe it's, I'm definitely glad to see they're trying to give us more, but at the same time I wish they wouldn't lose other points. So the Brightest Day Deadman figure is running you about $17 at your local comic shop, probably a bit more offline. There's a lot more articulation than's on other figures. I'm definitely digging the fact they gave us the Boston Brand head and mask, which I guess I'll go ahead and pull this out. You can see they've actually got a groove in there where your fingers can rest, where he can hold the mask, which is really nice. So yeah, even though I already was pretty well set with my Deadman from the DC Universe Classics line, this guy is an excellent figure from the Brightest Day line. I highly recommend picking him up. And that being said, this is JTrain997, and I'll see you soon, YouTube.